And digitalization on the network side means many things, but I think this graph illustrates two important things. One is horizontalization of services and software. Horizontalization, obviously, of transport, cloud infrastructure, virtualized applications, the whole access part, as well as management control. The other important thing is what's written here, automation and programmability, because it's not going to be human beings responding to these new services and needs. It's actually going to be automated software. Now, Ericsson has a full suite of offerings into this. I'm not going to go through all the details here, but what we did and launched with Intel on rack scale architecture for HDS 8000, our data center infrastructure, our suite of software for SDN, for data center connectivity, services, virtual CPs, etc., based on open source and open daylight. And what we have around cloud infrastructure, also based on open source and open stack. Our applications, the full suite of network functions, being virtualized already in commercial operation. And then, of course, a number of products in the OSS area. Uwe already mentioned the Dynamic Service Manager. The Cloud Manager is yet another important software suite. And finally, the Ericsson Network Manager. And I thought I'd give you a brief update of that particular product, because the Ericsson Network Manager is a big new software undertaking that is actually going to be a very important piece of Ericsson's offering now during the next couple of years. It has already been introduced into commercial service, and what it does is really cover the full suite of Ericsson products, both on the access side, on the transport side, as well as on the core side. It's going to manage both virtualized network, but also hybrid networks going forward, and it does in a significant way then lower the total cost of ownership and also speed up the network operations for our customers. The introduction of this is going to hit the entire installed base of Ericsson. We talk about more than 1,000 systems out there with service providers, a pretty hefty migration which has already started. It's going to cover, as I said, both radio and core with all that infrastructure, but then moving up into VNF management, obviously into cloud management. And things like analytics and exposure will be key, mediating in real time all the valuable data which is available about services, network performance for end users in the networks. Automation and 5G is also what the Ericsson Network Manager will do. And as I mentioned, this is live now. Our pilot customer for the Ericsson Network Manager is Swisscom. They're live since November last year. More customers are underway right now, so it's going to be a big rollout initiative here. And with Swisscom, we're not only piloting the functionality, but actually the way of working also. A very close sort of DevOps type of rollout model with very frequent and very agile sort of updates of functionality. Then final topic, virtualization of network functions and the associated infrastructure. Because this is something that we did talk about in Barcelona. Many service providers are, as we speak right now, planning for or building a full telco cloud, in some cases also associated with an IT cloud. And I mean, there are many components to that. There's obviously an underlying sort of compute storage infrastructure, there are execution environments, there are SDN-based networking, and there are orchestration suites controlling all that level of virtualized software. What Ericsson is doing is now, with a number of customers, and a few are listed actually here, Telstra, Telefonica, Swisscom, Exilaxiata, as well as Entity Docomo, we're undertaking this journey both as a software provider, but also very much so as a transformation and services provider, because these are big undertakings. It's a transformation not only of hardware and software, but also ways of working, operational procedures and whatnot. So I think if we do see a trend, I think the whole complexity of managing this is something where we feel that we have a lot of added value as Ericsson, understanding the domains both of applications as well as the full stack of NFV infrastructure. So a lot to do still, but a good start on the journey.